Things they don't tell you when you go to prison. Now I want to go over some of the rules that made no sense while I was there. I guess first I want to say one rule is that any rule that exists can be enforced more strictly or be discarded by the guard on duty and their mood. If they're in a good mood, they may not care about the rule at all. If they're in a bad mood, you could barely break the rule and you could get in big trouble. So that was always an interesting one. We have 4, maybe 5 benches throughout the entire campus. Lots of beautiful grass that everybody gets to take care of. And they had a rule that you couldn't sit, stand, or lay on the grass. So they constantly wanted you to get out of your room and get out of your room and go outside and get some fresh air, you know, and stay out of the dorm rooms. But there was nowhere to sit. There was nowhere to congregate. It was crazy to me they wouldn't build more benches so that you'd have more places to sit or at least let you sit in the grass. They had, in the entire camp, we had one fence. And so you'd go to the visitor's room, you'd come inside the room, you'd see your visitors. And then when you went outside to the open grass area there was a fence there. There's no locks on any doors. There's no fence or barbed wires around anything at the fence, but you go out to see your kids or friends in the outdoors by the visitor spot, and you're fenced in so that you can't escape during visitation, I suppose. They have fog lockdowns. That means that if it got really foggy, which it did quite often in spring and fall, suddenly the whole place was under lockdown. So you have no locks, you have no fences, you have no guards running around on duty particularly. But if the fog sits there and they can't see you across a certain distance, the whole place got locked down and you couldn't even go outside. You couldn't do your job, couldn't go out for any reason. You just had to stay in lockdown until the fog lifted so that they would let you go out again. When you checked in the visitor's room to see whoever came to see you, then you had to turn in your lanyard so that they would have immediate knowledge of what prisoners were inside that visitor's room. Then they would come in at 10 o'clock, around 10-ish, when the rest of the camp got count, and have you stand up on one side of the room, line up, go through one at a time, call your name so you could read back your PIN number, go to the other side, and then have you sit down. They have your lanyards. They know exactly who's in there. It made no sense to me whatsoever. I'm Cheryl Womack, and I spent time in a women's federal prison camp.